Show, man. What's up? Hey, 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 hey. What's going on, man? It is me. I am Tariq Elite, also known as Tariq Nasheed. Glad to have everybody tuning in. Don't tell me this thing is about to start acting up now. Hold on one second. Okay, don't tell me it's about to act up. Hold on. Look like okay. Hold on. It's acting up all damn ready. All right. Hopefully this thing don't start acting up. Got to keep my eye on it. Y'all refresh your pages if you can't see me. This thing is real funny style. It's real iffy. Ustream. It works when it wants to work. Hopefully we're good to go. What's up, family? All right. Let me look at the chat room. My base is ashy as usual. Let me get my natural oils popping. All right. So hopefully this thing starts working correctly. It's going smooth so far. Refresh your pages. Hold on, let me see. Refresh your pages. All right. What's up, my UK people? Shout out to my people in the UK. I'll be out there in the UK doing a lecture on June 5th in Birmingham, England. In Birmingham, England. I'll be out there in the UK. Shout out to the brothers out here who gave me this shirt. They sent me these shirts, the Buy Black shirts. If you're in the room, let me know you're in the room. So get a good screenshot of that. Buy Black. Let me get a smile with it. So they can get a good screenshot of that and use that. They sent me the shirts and they wanted to take a picture of me wearing their shirts. So shout out to the brothers who sent me this. And if they're in the chat room, they can give people their website and all that good stuff. And shout out to all my Mississippi people, Jackson, Mississippi. Where you at, Jackson? I heard the ticket sales are doing very good out there in Jackson, Mississippi. They've sold half the tickets out there for the Hidden Color screening that's going to be in 2 weeks. Let me look at the date. Let me look at where we are. Let me look at my calendar. All right, what's today? The 15th? Today is the 15th. So we got, actually, it's going to be, the screening is going to be next week. It's going to be next week. Yeah, next week. Yeah, it's going to be not this coming Thursday, but the Thursday after this. So we got almost a couple of weeks for Hidden Colors to pop off. A week and a half, basically. So y'all going to see Hidden Colors 4. Hope y'all got your tickets, by the way. Yeah, we got the new screening in New York because New York sold out in a week. So now there's a 10 o'clock showing in New York, and I talked about that last week. Also, there's another 10 o'clock showing in Dallas. There's another 9 o'clock showing in D.C. So there's 2 shows in Dallas, 2 shows in New York, 2 shows in Washington, D.C. All right? And you guys are going to really enjoy it. It's going to be popping. And then I'm going to go to the UK, and we're having a big screening out there in Birmingham, England. On June 5th, I'm going to be out there with my brother Robin Walker. I'm going to be doing a lot of press out there in the UK, so I'm going out there a few days earlier. So all my UK people, holla. We're going to be out there representing. You got your tickets. What's up for the Senator Theater in Baltimore? That's my man Jabari. He's handling that out there. Shout out to Jabari. You dig? What's up? You're trying to find somebody in your area who does dreads and all you can find white people? That's funny, man, because you know what's funny? They make a lot of the sisters out here jump through hoops to open up these natural hair stores. A lot of these natural hair salons, man, they make people jump through hoops to get that popping. What's up, brother Sharif? What's up, big Sharif? You going to be out there at the Boston joint? My man Sharif is gonna be out there in the Boston joint. Love Fire for Life. Yeah, that unisex. Yeah, that whole thing about unisex restrooms and all that stuff. You know, well, that's the system of white supremacy working its powers. And what's interesting, they make black people get on board with all that. You know, we got so much stuff going on in black society. Even President Barack Obama, he put his 2 cents in. And you know, what's funny, we got black folks out here getting killed by race soldiers, black people with high unemployment, black people being gentrified, black people getting kicked out of their homes and neighborhoods, black people getting mass incarcerated, black children getting damn sickened with these vaccines, black cities getting poisoned. And they're like, well, let's ignore all that. Let's talk about transgender people being able to use the restroom. Let's everybody drop everything and focus on that. You dig? It's a bunch of game, man. And black folks, some of us are so silly, we'll be right there in the forefront fighting their fight. Man, HBCUs are getting closed down, losing funding. So now our fight, now we got to drop everything and rally around transgender people going to the restroom. Okay. Shout out to all my Philly people going to the the Ritz East out there in Philly. Going out there to the Ritz East in Philly. So I got some more lectures coming up. This summer I want to put together some more lectures. I want to do Chicago. I want to do DC. I want to do Birmingham, Alabama. I want to do Atlanta. What we got, I'm going to be in Cleveland on July 30th. That one's pretty much confirmed. The promoter out there, they've already made a deposit. Now with the one in Cleveland, I think that one's going to be me, George Frazier. Y'all know George Frazier was in Hidden Colors 3. George Frazier's badass. He's OG with it. It's going to be me, George Frazier, and David Banner in Cleveland. I think that's what the lineup is going to be. I think that is what the lineup is going to be. That's Cleveland, July 30th. So, you know, that's going to be a monster. You know that's going to be a monster. You dig? But I want to put together some more stuff. It's the NYC again. I don't know. Yeah, George Frazier is that dude, man. So that's gonna be hot. He's out there in Cleveland as well. And you know, I've never done a lecture in Cleveland. I've done a lecture in Toledo. We had a great time out there in Cincinnati. Shout out to Cincinnati. Shout out to my brother, the promoter out there. But we never done Cleveland. So Cleveland is gonna be a monster. We're gonna get it popping out there. I know a lot of people. How many people we got in the room? Now, let me see if we got. All right, we're almost at 1,000. I like to really get deep when we get to about 1,000 people. I'm gonna talk about that whole Griffin Zaza thing in a minute. I'll talk about that in a minute. What's up, man? I'm going to be so yeah. Shout out to my Birmingham people, man. That's a lot of Birmingham people are getting their tickets. Man. Birmingham is waking up. And again, y'all know I used to live out there in Birmingham. So Birmingham, I'm pleasantly surprised to see so many awakened brothers and sisters out there, man. It's so good for brothers and sisters out there who want the knowledge to have a central place to get that knowledge, man. So that's a good thing. Because when I lived in Birmingham, Birmingham is dusty nigga hood rat capital. But, you know, I did, you know, chop it up with some real smart, conscious brothers, but we were so, you know, you didn't know who was who. And this was before the internet and all that stuff. So nobody knew how to link up with different folks who had the knowledge and who wanted to share the knowledge. So it's a good thing that we have these films and these lectures and all that so people can come together. And we have social media to let people know who in these cities really want that knowledge. Yeah, the social media website. it looks like it's going to be out in July. It's going to be out in July. My developers, what they wanted to do, they wanted to kind of release some of it without all the features, let people test it, and then add more features. And they wanted to put it out in. They wanted me to put it out. They wanted to complete it and have it ready by June 5th, which is in a couple of weeks. But it wouldn't have all the features, and that's the thing. I want it released with all the features because I don't want it to be half-assed. I want all the features to be there. So, well, all the features that we're supposed to have. Because throughout the life of the app, we're going to add more stuff. So everything will be ready in July. Everything is going to be ready in July. So yeah, when we get more Rust popping, we need to get that shit popping. But what we really need to get trending is the hidden colors. Yeah, Texas lady, that's the thing. I don't want to release it because word of mouth is a mug. You dig? And it has to have all the features. That's what I was getting on my development team for the Moorish Kingdom app, because when we released it on Android, they had a couple of bugs in there that they didn't work out. And what happened once we released it on Android, the first couple of days, it couldn't play. And then people started giving it fucked up reviews because they couldn't play it. So I'm like, oh. So I started screaming on my developers like, hey, man, y'all got to make sure this shit is crisp out the gate. Because if you put the shit out and it's not crisp, the first line of word of mouth, people are going to start shitting on it. So now that it's working correctly, everything is cool. But I like that first word of mouth to be fly. You dig? Yeah, that's what I heard. Android, those games stay with a lot of bugs. Oh yeah, the Hidden Colors 4 t-shirts are coming. The Hidden Colors 4 t-shirts are coming. Yeah, the Hidden Colors 4 t-shirts are definitely coming. But I can't wait till the More Us app is coming because, again, look, these white supremacists, they got all types of apps that will help them maintain white supremacy. Not only just Facebook. Facebook has been exposed so many times for all the little racial shenanigans they engage in. I just saw another story where Facebook, some of the people there were stopping hashtags and they were making certain topics trend and not trend. And I'm like, okay, I'm so not surprised anymore. Well, as you see, somebody asked about the Hidden Colors 4 posters. There's one behind me right now. Y'all see that? That's the Hidden Colors 4 poster. Those exclusive right there. But yeah, Facebook. It's just so many shenanigans with them. I'll be blue in the face talking about them. This is why we're getting our own joints, man. I can't wait till the Morris app pop off because with Facebook and Twitter, we just got to deal with a constant barrage of internet trolls just being allowed to do whatever the hell they want to do. I'm like, I can't wait. And again, I'm letting y'all know now. I got to have my development team, not my development team, but my forum team ready. I'm still screening people to work with me on the Morus app as moderators. A lot of the people that contributed to the gold and platinum packages, I'm going to let a lot of them be moderators because that shows me how serious they are. So I want to give them a lot of authority to call shots on the site. And again, I need a good team of people, man, who's really, really dedicated, who can really handle that business and keep the trolls. Because I told y'all, man, there's little nerd forums where these white supremacist trolls, they are waiting on the Morris app to pop off. They're waiting to start trying to sabotage and troll. I've seen little chat rooms of white supremacists just talking about how they're going to start trolling the site the minute it comes up. But that's how white supremacy works. Anytime black people, we start becoming self-sufficient, we do for self, and we start to prosper, and we make it fly, they are always waiting in the wings to throw salt in it. That's part of white supremacist culture. I saw another story talking about, I want to find that link. There was another story talking about how black youths are breaking the internet. It talks about how black youths are making videos go viral and making different websites hot and coming up with topics that's hot, but they never see the profits of it. And that's another thing, man. This is why we got to own our shit. We make all of these social networking sites hot, but we don't get the profits from that. We don't control the forum. So that's why we got to start controlling that forum. Yeah, River Timms, I've seen that River. Yeah, you shared that forum with me on Twitter, and I've seen it before. And yeah, you saw what they were talking about. They're just sitting around waiting on the Morris app to pop off. They're sitting up plotting their attack right now. They are sitting up plotting their attack on us right now. Yeah, that's why we're making sure that they can't put any kind of and this is an app, so you can't really put any bugs on it like that. So that's why we're making sure the security is real tight, and that's why again we got to have real thorough moderators to shut all that down, just like we have on United Players of America. Man, we got very good moderators on that. Again, I just need my 300. That's it. I just need my 300. Yeah, now you said, will it be publicly traded? Yeah, when we start to monetize it, because right now I just want to get it hot. And my thing is, if you get something hot, you can easily monetize it later. So that's the thing. I just want to make it hot right now. That's the first thing I have in mind. How do I make this app the best app it can be? How can I make it hot? Once we get it hot, then we can start talking about trading and monetizing all that stuff. See, that's what we got to start doing. A lot of times when we do something, we think, okay, how can I get a buck out of it right now? And a lot of times you got to kind of let things sit so you can figure out the kinks and the bumps and all that to find your way to best monetize it. See, a lot of times we want to get that quick buck, and sometimes you got to kind of sit back and kind of see what's going to be your best angle. Yeah, exactly. Facebook had to get hot before they went public. And that's the thing. And I talked about this before, man. Black people, we've always made social media hot, man. Some of the first social networking sites, were hot by us, like Black Planet. A lot of people forget that Black Planet was one of the first hot social media sites ever. A lot of people got their template on how to do social media from Black Planet. You understand that? A lot of them got their template from sites like Black Planet. They saw how people interacted online and they just built off that. We've always been trendsetters as far as that, man. What's up, Lady More Natural? LA tickets? Yes. They're LA tickets to the Hidden Color screening next week. Oh, that's what they do, Texas. The white supremacists, they stay on black Facebook pages. Anything black, the white supremacists will flood it. Just like World Star. World Star, the white supremacists, is flooded by white supremacists. Yeah, I think AOL did. Yeah, AOL bought Black Planet. AOL bought them because that was hot. It was a hot commodity. Yeah, but think, before Black Planet, name a hot social media site. There was none. There were no hot social media sites. You had like AOL chat room, stuff like that. But as far as social media, where people were sharing pictures, had your profile, people were linking up, that was Black Planet that started all that. And black people setting that trend. Oh yeah, what's up, Love and Papaya? What I'm going to do, all my Kickstarter people, get on Kickstarter. If you are not on Kickstarter, if you haven't logged on to your email that you use for Kickstarter, because I'm going to send a mass email to all the people that got certain packages for the Hidden Colors 4 contribution. And I'm going to send you a mass email to get your addresses, because I'm going to get you guys the DVD first. You guys are going to get the DVD before everybody. Your DVDs will be sent out after the screening next week. So I'm going to send everybody from Kickstarter. You getting yours first. Last year, what we tried to do, and we made a lot of mistakes last year. Not last year, but in 2014. That's when Hidden Colors 3 was released. And what happened is we initially we ordered 10,000 DVDs. And by the time we released it, I think we released it in June or July. No, I remember we released it in July because that was around 4th of July weekend. When we released Hidden Colors 3 in 2014, we sold those 10,000 DVDs in one day. We sold them shits we sold 10,000 over 10,000 DVDs in a day. And then we got backed up because it took another 2 weeks to get more DVDs ordered. So we were backed the hell up, man. We got backed up for 2 weeks, and then we started getting thousands and thousands of more orders, man. So we were flooded, man. We were really, really backed up last time we put out Hidden Colors 3. And a lot of the people who contributed, they didn't get theirs first. So we got a lot of people who are upset who contributed. We didn't get them a chance to get their DVDs because we had to fill all those damn orders that came in. We just got flooded. So it was a good problem, but yeah, that's why it was number one on Amazon for shit. A month? When I say number one, I'm saying it was the number one DVD as far as documentaries. Not black documentaries. It was the number one documentary all across the board. It literally outsold all other, I mean, I'm talking about white documentaries. It was outselling them. So we're prepared this time. We're definitely prepared. We're ready for the onslaught this time. So we're getting stocked up. Yeah, we live and we learn. We just underestimated it last time. Last time we really, really, really underestimated how many people were going to get the DVD because after we did the screening, the word of mouth was so strong, everybody was ready to get it. So we're ready this time. We are ready this time. And again, on Thursday the 26th, the day of the release, we got to start getting the Hidden Colors 4 hashtag trending. That should be trending on Twitter, Facebook, definitely on Twitter. We got to get that trending. The DVD, you can order that around the second week of June. Around the second week of June. Yeah, we're gonna do the wholesale thing because people are trying to buy Hidden Colors 4. Now we're getting calls for wholesale orders for Hidden Colors 4, and I'm emphatically not selling. I'm not even taking the money right now. I'm not even. People are throwing thousands of dollars at me right now. Like, not yet. Nope. No. Don't give it to me yet because I don't want y'all calling. Because if we start getting flooded and backed up, I don't want people saying, "Hey, I gave my money first." Just wait. It's coming, people. All my store owners and all that. I know y'all ready. People are lining up at these stores. I get bookstores calling me all the time saying, "Hey, man, people are coming in the store every day, waiting to get this film." So it's coming. I'm waiting before we do the wholesales. I'm waiting before we do the wholesales because when we do the wholesales, we're sending them right out that day. Usually, when we do a wholesale order and people give the money, we send it out that day. I don't like to wait because we start getting backed up and then stuff starts getting confused. So I like to send people their orders out the same day. And we also need some more writers and editors for Melanoid Nation. I need some interns to help out with Melanoid Nation. Now, shout out to my man Bryce. He's real thorough on there, but Bryce is only one dude. We need some more thorough people because we need to get stories cracking daily, and they need to be ahead of the curve. Because I get a lot of people who say they want to write for the Melanoid Nation site, and then I let them, volunteer some stories. And this is the mistake people make, and this is why I'm very weary about a lot of new writers. The problem is with a lot of black writers, y'all will start submitting stories that's too damn old. That's the problem. I do not like to be behind the curve. All my people, if you want to help write for melanoidnation.org, and this is why I need some very thorough interns so that I can possibly get them on as co-editors. You got to be ahead of the curve. Y'all got to have stories ready the day they come out. If a story is breaking, I want us to be on top of that shit that day. Sometimes y'all send me stories, and the story's like it has circulated already. So you getting the story late, then you submitting it to me. So no, I don't want that's Johnny come lately shit. If you submit a story, look at when it happened. Look at the date. To me, hell, 2 days is too old. I don't even want a story if it's over 2 days old. I really don't want it. Hell, a day old. You dig? I want it when it's breaking that day. If it hits the Newswire, the AP Newswire, or whatever, or if it's hitting social media. See, let me tell you something. If you want to be a writer, for us, for Melanoid Nation, what you have to do, look at the mainstream news wires to see what's breaking every hour. Because news breaks every hour, every other hour. So find out what's breaking, and then we'll put our take on it that day. Also, look and see what's going on social media. Kind of see what videos are popping up. See what videos are popping up where people are posting videos where they've been harassed, or where there's a situation with a race soldier. Catch it before it goes viral so that we can be ahead of the curve. There's news everywhere. My man, Amani Murph, you said it correctly, man. There's news everywhere. There's news everywhere. You just got to have your third eye open to catch that so we can be ahead of the curve. So that we become the source of the news. See, that's the thing. You got to see what's trending. Keep your eye on what's happening on Twitter. Keep your eye on what's happening on Facebook and Instagram. So that we can see something is bubbling. We can get the story, do our research on it, build on it, and then we become the source of the story. Okay, Monty Murph, my bad, you're a woman. I'm a female. Donna Goodo. Yeah, we gotta stay timely. That's the thing. That's why I can't wait to get the More Us app so that we can we can stay in control of everything that happens in the site. I want it youth oriented to a certain degree because Facebook has a tendency. I don't know what's going on Facebook, but people be posting old ass damn stories. I'm talking about from a few years ago. I don't know what's going on with Facebook. Motherfuckers on Facebook are just late. People just look at your Facebook timeline. You see people posting up stories now about stories that happened 5 years ago. They posting it up now. Niggas posting stories, man, R.I.P. to Michael Jackson, man. Nigga, Michael Jackson died years ago. What the fuck are you talking about? Niggas be posting old shit. Man, you know the new iPhone 4 is coming, nigga. Dude. Nigga, get off Instagram and Twitter and Facebook, dude. Yeah, Camel, you can still donate to the Mora site. Yeah, that kills me when people be posting and people be DMing me old ass stories that I seen years ago. Man, look at this shit, Tariq. Man, look at this. Look what they did to Eric Garner, man. You ever heard of that? You heard of Eric Garner? I'm like, nigga, did you just get out of jail? Like, nigga, did you really get out of jail right now? Dude. Niggas be lazy as shit, dude. Lazy as hell. And I'm like I said, man, I'm going to be out there in Birmingham, England. I'm waiting on the promoter there to send me the link of where people can get tickets. I don't know what the deal is with the promoter over there. I don't know why it's taking this long to get tickets for an event that's going to happen in a really less than a month. The ticket sales should have been up for that already. I don't know why it's not. That's why promoters, y'all got to stay on top of things. My promoters, y'all got to stay on top of things. I don't know why. Whatever, that should have been nipped in the bud. I don't know why, because people are bugging me about the ticket sales, and that should have been done already. Yeah. Rebel, shout out to Rebel Lion. Get your tickets to see Hidden Colors 4 in Denver. Bombi's Best Cookies, okay. Also, I'm going to be, like I said, I'm going to be in Charleston, South Carolina. That's going to be June 18th. Let me double check and make sure I'm correct on that date. I'm going to be in Charleston, South Carolina. And that's going to be on June 18th. I think we might be doing a screening out there too. If I'm not mistaken. And why is this shit not loading up? Hold on. Trying to go to a site. Hold on. All right, so the venue is going to be at the International Longshoremen's Hall. That's at 1142 Morris Drive, Charleston, South Carolina. That's going to be at 6 p.m. And we're also going to have a meet and greet there too. For those who want to get that, go to TariqLive.com to get tickets to join me in Charleston. And I've been wanting to get out to Charleston for a long time, man. There's a lot of spirits out there, man. You know, Denmark, VC. You know, I've read and studied a lot about Charleston, the Gullahs. I've really been wanting to get out there just to get some of that energy. So that's going to be a great thing. We're going to have a great time out there in Charleston. My first time doing a lecture out there. We have not confirmed the lecture in Chicago yet. But I'm trying to get it together because, again, we're getting a lot of stuff cracking this summer. What time is it? 7:55 a.m. Okay, yeah, we're in here deep. People in here deep. Shout out to everybody just coming in the room. Yes, call in, Anonymous. She said, can she call in for some relationship advice? Call in. The number is 818-850-5404. I am going to give you some relationship advice, young lady. Advice. Yeah, man, I can't really get out there to Charleston. Plus, I want to taste some of that food out there. I heard the food out there is not nothing to damn play with. I heard the food in Charleston is not a joke. Yeah, I heard the food out there is for real the business. And yeah, I'm waiting on the young lady to call. Let's see who we got on the phone. Hey, what's up? Who's calling?
Oh, this is Tariq from Cleveland.
Hey, man, what's going on with you? I was waiting for the female to call up, but I got you. What's on your mind, man?
Oh, hey, I was wondering. I noticed that a lot of self-hating blacks and full-blown coons are devout churchgoers. What's the correlation with that?
Well, the thing is, a lot of people, they go to church to vicariously worship white daddy. To be very honest,
Okay.
That's what that's really about. You get to vicariously worship a white daddy. White Jesus is gonna make everything better. And then when you leave church and go to work, white Jesus is your boss at the job. White Jesus, it's that white Jesus worship, and that's something that we got to get away from. But thanks for the call, man. I want that young lady to call up who wanted some advice. What's up? Who's calling?
Hey, what's up? This is Melanak in the chat room calling from Atlanta, Georgia.
Hey, what's up, fam?
Hey, it's actually my first time calling out and listening to the show for like years now. And I just want to give you a quick shout out, for keep doing your thing. I just heard on your on the broadcast that the app's coming out in July. So I gotta wait a little bit longer because I was really waiting I really wanted to go ahead and give her my Facebook page, but I understand you got to, handle your business. You want to make everything fly and crisp.
Yes, indeed.
So, shout out to you, much kudos and all that good stuff.
Much respect, man. Thank you so much, fam. All right, now let's try again. I wanted that young lady to call up. What's up? Who's calling?
Hi, this is Sean.
Hey, Sean. How are you, Sean?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, you go. Now, Sean, you the one who wanted to call about the relationship advice?
What's that? I couldn't hear you. Can you say it again?
Okay, now, Sean, were you the one in the chat room wanting to call about relationship advice?
Yes.
Okay, Sean. Now,
I don't know why it comes up anonymous.
Okay.
But yeah.
Now, where you calling from, Sean?
Toledo. Ohio.
Did you come to my lecture when I went out there?
I did. I actually met you. I asked you about how you're transitioning from moving away from family and everything.
Okay.
I told you I had two, a 16-year-old, 20-year-old.
Oh, wow. You got some big kids. Okay. So.
Yeah. And I told you I was going to be moving to Georgia.
I think I remember that. I think. Did you move to Georgia yet?
I'm moving next month.
Okay.
And that's why I was calling too.
Okay, so what's your relationship dilemma?
Okay, my question is, so I'm moving to Georgia, and I was in a relationship here, and what kind of triggered me to say I'm going to go ahead and just move on with my life is because I've been with this guy. We've been together for about over a year.
Okay.
But he's a lot older than me. Like, I'm 39. I'm almost 40.
Okay.
And he's like 54.
Oh, okay.
But he had been married for like 30 years, and his wife had like passed away.
Oh, damn.
And so I met him like 6 months later. But I didn't know him before then, like when the wife was alive. Everything was great. We're really, really, really nice guy. But like what made me decide to move is because it seems like everything's good at the beginning. I think it was because it was something fresh for him. He had been with the same person since he was like in his early 20s.
Right.
They have 4 beautiful daughters, everything like that, and everything's great. But like I think it just took one time where I kind of got upset with him, and I think that you know how at the beginning of a relationship everything seems really beautiful and everything, but then when you have that first argument, like reality kind of sinks in, like whoa, this is like
you see another side of him. You see another side of that nigga.
Right, and so it seems like it's just changed between us. Like seems like he's still married to the grave, like to his life mentally.
Okay. Well,
and it kind of bothers me.
Okay, because you got to understand, I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt a little bit because he got with you 6 months after she died. So, that man didn't really have time enough to grieve. So that's kind of, he kind of jumped into another situation. So trying to fill that void. So I understand where he's coming from. What did his wife die of, by the way?
What's that?
What did his wife die of?
She had a heart attack.
Damn, how old was she?
A heart attack, 51.
51, okay.
Yeah,
so, wow. So, you're moving down to Georgia. Now, were y'all living together?
Well, I was going to move because I was thinking, like, that's what my problem is because I don't know when I think realistically, and I know my parents, they've been married forever. My mom said, I'll never do it again. Marriage is a lot of work. So when I think realistically, because I want to be married. He's been there, done that.
Okay.
He started young. So I don't know if that's a good idea or if it's because marriage to me is like an investment.
Right.
Because, yeah, it's an investment. And I feel like, am I making a bad investment by betting my heart on him? And then he doesn't want to be married again, or should I sit around? I mean, I don't want to like find out, you know what I mean? It's nothing that I even want to bring up right now, but of course, if I'm dating someone and I have marriage on my mind in the future, of course, I'm not going to talk to him if I see that it's not going to happen. So I kind of feel like like I should move on because I don't think it's anything for him in the near future.
Now, have you talked to this man about marriage?
No, because I don't want to scare him.
See,
Like,
no, no,
you know,
no,
I
no,
don't want
no.
to be
See, no,
like, do
no.
you want to get
See,
married? I mean,
no, sister. That's the problem. See, y'all not communicating. You're not. See, you trying to run around the country and all that. What you do need to do is communicate with this brother, and y'all need to talk and see where you want to go in the relationship, instead of just guessing and y'all using all this nonverbal shit and trying to read each other's minds and emotions and all that. Y'all need to have a man to woman grown folks conversation to figure out what the business of the relationship is, because relationships, people forget the business of it, and you got to handle business. What are we going to do as a couple to build a future, because we still have children? Even though our children are grown, we got children, you got children, I got children. So what should we do to make a nice safe haven for our family if we're going to build a family? You got to look, you 39. You dig? So you're not a spring chicken no more. You're not over the hill, but you're not a spring damn chicken. And this dude, he can't be out there in the club campaigning like he used to. So nobody's getting
no.
younger here. So y'all need to get serious about what kind of business you guys are going to be doing if you're going to get married or build a family, because you're getting older. So people need to start getting some insurance popping, some wheels popping, some money generated so they can pass down to your goddamn kids. Because we play this game, we old as fuck, having a girlfriend and a boyfriend and a baby mama and a side piece at 70. And when a motherfucker die, you ain't got nothing to pass down to your kids because y'all ain't never built nothing. You understand? So
Right.
we got to start. You got to start thinking business, because now your children are involved and they're going to need something from you as adults. So y'all can't be playing with this thing. Talk to this dude and say, hey, what kind of future do you want? What should we be doing as a couple in the future? Should we link up?
Right.
If we link up, are we going to move? How are we going to get this? Are we going to get a house? Should we get a house? Let me know how serious you are. Fuck all that scared shit. Because if he's scared, then you need to go ahead and bounce. If he's like, well, I don't know, well, then you should be like, okay, well, look, I got to do me. I got to go, test the waters out here and live my life so I can build. So y'all just need to have a
Right.
grown folks conversation, because just having these little nonverbal little spats here where you're not really.
It's kind of scary because we've been married, and I'm kind of intimidated by that because we have been married for so long and we built everything
I
together.
understand
It's
that.
like, you know what I
I
mean?
understand that. I understand that. We all got to pass. All right. Everybody has got to pass, and shit happens, and we got to build from where we are. We got to use our experiences to build where we are. So don't let him use you as no damn rebound, and then you're running away from the situation, because any relationship you get in, you're going to have that conversation with somebody. Because look, if you go down to Atlanta, I mean, look, Atlanta ain't what you think it is. All right. You dig?
I know.
Atlanta is not what
I
you
know.
think it is. You go down to Atlanta and try to hook up with a nigga, you gonna hook up with a nigga like this.
So here we are again. Boy, this always happens. It ain't like we're scared, but we know what happens when things move too fast, but should be moving slow. And it makes me want you more.
Yeah,
No thank
you know what I'm saying? So you gotta get serious about what you want to do with this dude when you see him again. So are y'all living together, or what's the deal now? Are you
No, we
okay?
don't. No, I don't check up.
Okay, so he has his own spot and you have yours, right?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
definitely.
All right. So y'all need to talk on some business shit. What are we going to do? Just talk and just communicate and just talk it out and see what y'all want to do in the future. And see where this guy wants to go. If he's just content with just y'all hooking it up and doing whatever y'all doing and y'all boyfriend and girlfriend, that's just not good enough for you.
No.
You understand? And then you need to go ahead and get your pack on. All right, but let me know what the conversation was like when you talked to dude. All right.
I will. Thank you very much.
Thank you, dear. Yeah, we got to start getting serious about the relationships we're in and what we're going to do and how we're going to build the relationships. And look, I get it. I know, the dude, he just got out of a situation when the man's wife died. So that's very traumatic. And he's been with somebody for a long time. But now he's in a situation with you. You shouldn't be nobody's rebound now. Don't just sit there. I'm scared. I'm just going to be the rebound. No, no, no. You got a life too. She said, well, he seemed like he's married to the great. Look, I know there's a sentimental attachment there, but he's still going to have to figure out what he's going to do as far as building. People need time to grieve. That's understandable. I dated a girl one time who had a dude, she had a dude who got killed in a drive-by. So, I had to deal with that. I'm like, okay. People got sentimental attachments. And I would see a low-key, holding on to little sentimental things to this nigga. Like she had like a notepad, not a notepad, but like a little a scrapbook with a bullet and a piece of hair in it. I'm like, what the fuck is this shit? Every blue moon, I see her secretly pouring out a little liquor and shit. I'm like, what the fuck? You cheating on me with a nigga ghost? Okay, this nigga, okay. So I get that. How you feel like you're competing with somebody in the grave. Yeah. So I get that. So I watch chicks like that. Those bad luck chicks. I watch them. You dig? Said she kept his toothbrush. Yeah, I'm like, okay, this girl might be kind of a hood rat. This nigga get killed, and was she involved in getting this nigga killed? Yeah. What's up, Aqua? Yeah, shout out to my sister Nessa, the beautiful Nessa from Hot 97. A lot of people love that interview with me and Nessa on Hot 97. If you have not, I should have played a clip of it, but if you haven't seen it, go to YouTube and type in Tariq Nasheed Hot 97 interview. A lot of people love that interview. Now, a lot of people are also hitting me up talking about the Professor Griff Zaza Ali situation. Well, Professor Griff and Zaza Ali, they've broken up. They were in a relationship. They've broken up. So now they're beefing. And basically, Griff is saying everything that I told y'all about that woman a year ago. I told y'all, I don't want to, I'm not trying to kick nobody while they're down. I'm not trying to rub anything in anybody's face. I'm not trying to gloat and say I told you, but damn it, I told y'all. I mean, who didn't see that coming? Who didn't see? I went in a year ago right here on this show with this audience. I told y'all this whole shit was going to go down a year ago. If you go back, I sat here and just broke it down. I'm so not shocked. I am so not shocked at all. Let me tell you something. A lot of cats out here, they want to gamble and make uneducated gambles. What did I say? Dude, you better go back and... I did a whole thing breaking Zaza Ali down. Dude, go back. I'm not even going to go here. I went in so much then. I'm not going to even go there now. I'm not repeating my damn self. I'm not repeating myself. He said Griff publicly acknowledged that I warned him. I bet he did. I tried to warn dude. I tried to warn Griff. I tried to warn him. I'm not repeating shit. Y'all go back and listen to the archives and see if every damn thing I didn't say, they're saying now. I told y'all what the deal was. I don't do, and not only that, I'm Mr. Receipts. I bring receipts. When I say shit, I'm not just giving my opinion or conjecture. I bring receipts. No, and the thing is with that whole Zaza thing, because I always tell people, every time somebody tries to test me and then I snap back, people kind of make it seem like I'm a bully. Now, when I was clapping back on Zaza for coming at me real greasy and sideways and disrespectful, people were almost, they were like, oh, damn, you didn't have to do it like that, though. Even she was like, oh, you hit below the belt. You can't call the terms of the clapback. That's why you got to know who you're dealing with. That's why you got to know who you're dealing with. I'm not really the dude to play with like that. My clapback game is too crisp. And I'm Mr. Receipts. I bring receipts. I don't know why people think they can fuck with me and it's just going to go all right. I don't know what makes people think they're going to come at me and the shit's just going to turn out okay. I don't know what... people, people feel lucky sometimes. It never works out for them. I mean, go back and look at some of my infamous beefs. Gay Roll the Simp. Look, that didn't turn out good for dude. Ace Monkey, for those who listen to the old Mac Lesson show. Y'all remember Ace Monkey? Some of these people, I ran them off the internet. Dude, because I bring receipts. Look at Crispy. This nigga, you can't look at Crispy without laughing now. I've destroyed this nigga's career. He's reduced to trolling radio stations when I show up. Whenever I show up somewhere, he's calling and texting the radio host. Mention my name, everybody. Get him to mention my name on the air, everybody. Ask him a question and use my name, everybody. I mean, I've reduced this nigga to a 24-hour troll. Cassandra, all those people. Oh, Crispy's done. Oh, he's done. I mean, he's pathetic at this point. He's done. But with the whole Zaza and Griff thing, I mean, I broke that thing I broke it down so smooth and so thorough, and everything I said came to pass. Now everybody's saying the same thing I said. I'm like, okay. And that's why, man, the game is important. Oh yeah, Fishmouth Kevo, y'all remember him? Oh yeah, there's another one. Fishmouth Kevo. I ran him off the net. So now my man Griff, he's like, well, Zaza done stole from him. I'm like, duh. She owes him money. Like, duh. He's saying she used him. I'm like, okay. Go back and listen to the old show I did. I'm not going to even repeat the shit that I did. Go back to the old show. You can YouTube it. Just YouTube Tariq Nasheed, Zaza Ali. I broke her whole thing down. I broke her whole background. Y'all know my research game is impeccable. Dude, y'all don't understand how on fleek my research game is. Dude, I bring receipts. That's what makes my shit so legit. I can bring receipts and prove the shit I say. Like with Zaza, they were like they were talking all this pimping and macking and all this, just making up shit that they can't prove, which weren't true. The shit I was saying, nigga, y'all saw me. I had documents. I had court dockets. I had FBI files. I had receipts, niggas. I ain't gonna say shit I ain't got no receipts. You dig? And oh, you hidden below the belt. Oh, you know who you fucking with. You don't come at people, and you don't know who you dealing with. You dig? And and let me tell you something about that situation. The stuff that the clapbacks that I put out a year ago about Zaza and all that stuff, dude, do you know that was the tip of the iceberg? I deaded that whole situation with just the tip of the iceberg. Oh, I had more. Oh, I had more. Oh, when I do a punch, I do combos. Oh, I had much more. that I just stored the whole game with just a tip of the iceberg. I had way more. But I'm like, okay, that's enough. Sometimes you got to know when to kind of fall back, just in case they come back up. You can get them with that left, then you can get them with an uppercut. You know, I keep certain things close to the hip. Oh, I had more. Oh, I had much more. Dude, boy, y'all know how much love I got in the Bay? Because she's from the Bay, and I had Bay Area folks hit me up, and I'm connected with all those Bay Area. Man, my security, who went on tour with me, my man, Big Dave, he's from the town. My dude, my security, the big brother y'all saw me with all over the country on my tour, my head of security, Big Dave is from the town. So I'm all connected with the Bay. Man, when we came out to the Bay, did a lecture a few months ago, the Bay represented, man. I'm connected with all those street dudes out there, dude. So the streets are talking. You dig? I see you trolling, Anonymous. Man. Say Dave is the goon. Yeah, Dave is that dude. Oh, yeah, I got my Oakland A's hat on. Shout out to the Bay. Shout out to the Bay. With the Oakland A's hat on. Shoot, I've sat at the feet of some of the hustlers out there to soak up game. I done soaked up so much game from those Bay Area dudes. I soaked up good game from them dudes. Shout out to Gangsta Brown, all those OGs up there. Man, I said that Ben Shapiro dude, I would debate him anytime, dude. That Ben Shapiro is nothing but a troll. They handpick weak people to debate. I'd debate that dude anytime. Yeah, there are a few trolls in here. Shout out to Fillmore Slim, Gangsta Brown, Kenny Red, all those Bay Area dudes. Yeah, I've never called Zaza out her name. I never called that woman anything negative out of her name. That's another thing. Now, because I didn't Griff call all types of bitches and all that. Nah, I didn't do that. No. When I'm going in, I'm sticking to facts. I'm sticking to facts. Oh, yeah, I never called that woman anything out of her name. I called her real name. But I'm not going to go in on her tonight. I'm not going in on her. I did that a year ago. Because, the shit was dead to me. I said what I had to say, and I'm like, okay, let me let history catch up. And it caught up, and people are seeing what's going on. And now, you know, Griff is saying everything that I said. The dude who was in a relationship with it. Who is this? Somebody calling from, look like the Bay. What's up? Who's calling?
Hello?
Hey, who's this?
Is this Tariq?
Right here. What's up, man? Who is this?
This is Jay calling from the Bay. How's it going, brother?
Jay from the Bay. What's on your mind, Jay?
Okay, I wanted to ask you, how do you feel about Floyd Mayweather? Also, how do you feel about PS4 getting ready to combine with Xbox?
How do I feel about Floyd Mayweather? Hello? Okay. I guess this nigga was trolling. Okay, this nigga asked two dumbass questions. And it's always a nigga with that little moist, weak, thin-chested type of voice asking some dumb shit. You can tell the nigga was gonna ask some stupid shit. Hello, this is Tariq. Okay, here we go. You can tell the moisture in this nigga's voice. Yeah, he was trolling. How you feel about PSP, Xbox? Oh, shut up, nigga. You can tell one of them little thin-chested niggas. Nigga ain't got no bass in his chest. Little nigga who was born 3 months premature. You can tell them little old niggas. He's all small, old and small. One of these old, small niggas. That nigga 45 years old and weigh 107 pounds. One of them type of niggas. This old, small nigga. Never grew right. Just a little old moist bastard. Nigga got grandkids bigger than him. Old premature ass nigga. A little toddler. This nigga 43 years old and shop at Baby Gap. Just a little old nigga who's premature and asthmatic. My God. Let's see who we got on the phone. Let me get some. We got Chicago in the house. What's up? Who's calling?
What's up, Tariq?
What's up, man?
Hey,
Who's this?
brother.
Who's this?
Hey, brother, I had a question. Why is it so easy for black brothers and sisters to join a religious group than it is for us to come together to talk about money?
Oh, good question. Because with religion, you do not need to produce any results. And that's very easy for lazy Negroes to do something that's not going to produce any results whatsoever and act like you've accomplished something. Just the ritual itself is the accomplishment. Engaging in endless rituals, we love that because you don't have to have a code. You don't have to accomplish nothing. You don't have to build anything. It just requires you to do little ritualistic things every blue moon or once every week, and you can just do that into perpetuity and not produce anything. And that's what we like to do, and we got to get off that shit. You feel me?
Yeah, exactly.
Thank you for the call, brother. Yes, indeed. But yeah, man, that whole thing, it's unfortunate with Griffin with Zaza Ali. Now, one thing I didn't like what Griff did recently, in relations to that, somebody was, who was that brother? It was a brother posting some shit to me on Twitter. It was a comment that Griff made on some YouTube page. I don't know what page it was. But Griff posted something on YouTube, and he was posting comments. I think he was responding to people. I don't know what page it was on a YouTube page. I don't know which page it was, so I can't give y'all the link. But somebody gave me the screenshot, and I think they were saying to Griff, "Hey man, Tariq warned you about her or whatever." And then Griff said in the comment, "Yeah, but Tariq said that all black women are whores, and I just can't get down with that." I'm like, Griff, and I'm not trying to get, this shit is too petty to go back and forth about. But Griff, if you said some shit like that, Griff, you know good and well, I ain't never said no stupid shit like that, dude. Box Chev Kev, that was you. Now, Griff, now you know good and well I have never said anything remotely close to no stupid shit like that, man. Griff, if you said that, you know good and well I ain't never said no stupid shit about black women or all black women are whores. You know good and well I ain't said no shit remotely close. I wouldn't fix my mouth to say nothing that fucking stupid. Oh damn, Griff! No, Griff ain't got no beef. I mean, I just want to know why would you even say that? I'm like, why would you even say that, dude? You know good and well I wouldn't. Not only didn't I say it, I wouldn't say no stupid shit like that. Tariq said that all black women are. Oh, when the fuck would I say some dumb, stupid shit even remotely close to that? See, when you say stuff like that and people know that you fronting, that's not a good look on you, fam. And then water seeps its own level. So if you getting down like that and saying stuff that's so blatantly untrue, and then you get into a relationship with somebody who's a fraud, that's your energy attracting that. No, I'm not tripping on that. I'm not tripping on because the people who listen to me, they know good and well I ain't say no shit like that. Ever. I ain't say nothing close to that. Now, what's funny, because Griff rolls with Crispy. Griff has done stuff with Crispy, and I don't think, from what I understand, Griff has never renounced or denounced Crispy. Now, that's some shit that Crispy would say. Crispy has said a lot of shit like that in so many words. About, oh, he goes in on black, he says black women ain't shit. He goes in on black women on a regular basis. So I don't think, he's never really denounced Crispy. And I think he's done some stuff with Crispy. And that's another thing. You notice people who roll with Crispy ends up falling off somehow. Something fucked up happens to him. You notice that? A lot of people I notice, anytime people are somewhere co-signing Crispy, they something just falls off about them. Something fucked up happens, something traumatic. Crispy is a cloud of nothing. River Clown, who's in the chat room? Where my mod? I need to get a mod in here. What's up, Q man? Yeah, I don't know if did he get me mixed up with Crispy Texas Lady. I just made you a mod, sweetie, because I can trust Texas Lady. Texas Lady, if you can take care of some of the trolls in here, that'd be great. I made her a mod. Who else do I need a mod? I need one of my OGs in here who's been in the room for a minute. I'm gonna make somebody a mod. Where are my OGs? Let me get some of my OGs who's been in here for a minute. Where are my OGs at? Miss Braxton. There we go, Miss Braxton. She's an OG in the room. I got Miss Braxton. I got you as a mod, Miss Braxton. So if you see some trolling in here, just knock them on out. D Cook, shout out to my man D Cook. I'm gonna make my man D Cook a mod. All right, I got D Cook a mod. Jeff Benjamin. Oh hell no. What's up, Gomac? I'm gonna do Gomac. I'm gonna have a few mods in here tonight. All right, we got about 4 mods in here tonight, so we're good. So y'all can ban them. Y'all just click on their name. Anybody in here with the bullshit, just ban them. If they're trolling, you ban them. All right, so y'all trolls be on alert. the thing, man. Look, I don't try to kick anybody because they're down, and I get it. When you break up with somebody, shit is emotional. So people say shit. My man shouldn't do that. My man shouldn't do that. Griff shouldn't do that. You shouldn't say things that's blatantly untrue, that you know is untrue. You shouldn't do that, dude. That ain't Mac-ish at all. That ain't cool at all, man. You shouldn't say that. You dig? That's why I don't want to get involved, because I'm not trying to go back and forth with that shit. I didn't say what I had to say about it, and the shit is beneath me. I said exactly what I needed to say about that whole situation, and it all came true. So I done said my piece, and I'm letting the truth stand where it is. I broke that whole shit down a year ago, and people are saying the same thing I said. I told people about that lady's get down a year ago, and I had the receipts. And I just did a show about breakups too. I just did a show on the Tariq Lee radio show talking about breakups. I told y'all the month of May is breakup season. Breakup season during the month of May is a mug, man. The month of May, people be getting it. They be showing out. Yeah, I don't like to reflect back on old shit. I like to just let people catch up. You dig? So, hey, I don't know what the situation is, but again, I'm not shocked. I don't know. Well, I do know what the situation is, but I'm just saying I ain't shocked, because the reason, y'all got to understand this, man. Because people try to talk all that pimping and macking and pimping and macking. Let me tell you something. The macking comes in handy. That's why I mix history game with relationship game and social game. I mix it all together. Because you got to be Chris. What's up, baby? I did feed her. Are the boys up? Nah, I'm good. I ain't gonna need this thing. There's the Hidden Colors 4 poster. Yeah, like I said, let me tell you something, dude. A lot of cats out here, the game ain't as tight as it should be. I literally wrote the book on game. I wrote a book on it. Several books on game. Unapologetic game, and how important it is to have your game tight so that you can see situations like the whole Zaza situation. Because let me tell you something. This is why true players, I like chopping it up with them, because even my dudes out there, if you were true player, you saw the whole Zaza situation for what it was. All my true players, they saw it. If you got the third eye of game open, you could see that shit a mile away. You could see the whole Zaza game a mile away. And not only that, just on the outside looking in. Now, I'm on the inside because I'm talking to people who know all of them. I'm talking to the people on the streets because I'm connected with them. I'm talking to people in the base. So not only I can see the outside game, I know what the inside game is. But even if I didn't have the inside track just gave me the receipts I needed. Got it? Getting on the inside and getting the street connects and all that to let me know what the game was on the inside, that just gave me the receipts I needed. I saw the game for what it was, just standing by just with my third eye. I saw that for what it was. Zaza was hustling the game. She was coming up. She was using the game to her advantage. Because that woman's a hustler. She has a history of hustling. And a little scamming and scheming and all types of stuff. And then when you look at a person's background and see they were one way at one point and then they flipped it totally, that says a lot. But again, go back and listen to the old show. I'm not trying to go back on that. See, a lot of dudes, they look at a situation. That's why a lot of dudes be getting in situations with Superhead. They know Superhead's background, but you still got dudes who think with their ego, and they think that they're going to buck the system. You got a lot of dudes out here who think that they're going to buck the system, and all the woman needs is him, instead of looking at the situation for what it is. Like, for example, look, me and my family, we're going to Vegas this week. I'm going to Vegas for a couple of days, a little mini vacation with the family. I'm not doing a lecture, so y'all please don't email me about lectures in Vegas. I'm not doing a lecture. I'm just going out there to wind down with the family this week. And you know what they say about Vegas? The house always wins. But every time, now when I go to Vegas, I don't, I go there, I'm going to have a good time. If I lose a little money, I ain't going to lose a whole lot of money, because I already go in there knowing the house is going to win. The house is going to win somehow. Now, if I luck up a little bit, that's cool. Now, I've been there and I won a little money here and there, and I lucked up. And, I still have a good time. But, I'm not one of these gamblers that's going to, pawn jewelry to gamble and all that stupid shit. You got people like that who think that they're going to beat the house. And that's how you lose. When you go into a situation, you got to know the disadvantage you're in. You go there and you say, okay, I'm at a disadvantage if I gamble, but I'm going to have a good time in the process. And when I'm done, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. I go home, go back to life. I'm not losing too much. I'm not investing too much, because I know the shit is rigged against me. You got to think the same way with some of these females. And women with some of these dudes. But more so with dudes with the females, because dudes think they're going to go and flip the house of Vegas. When they get with these females, they think, okay, I know she has a background. I know that she's a scam artist. I know she did some slick shit in the past, but there's no way she gonna do it to me. And then you invest in these gambles, and then you get burned, and now you, damn, man, this is fucked up. Dude, you didn't make an educated gamble. You went in there with ego instead of logic. If you see somebody who's on some scam shit or had a history of some scam shit or some slick shit, you have fun with her. You have a good time with her. You smash, and then you keep it pushing. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. You don't invest in that and try to wife it up and then try to build with that, knowing this person has a shaky foundation. You smash and keep it pushing. What you think was going to happen? But see, niggas get mesmerized by a halfway decent face and a little smooth talk. Dudes don't know how to act, because dudes, a lot of dudes are ego broken. A lot of dudes are secret simps. And a lot of dudes, they don't want to use logic in these situations. And that's what game is all about. Game is all about using logical approaches. When you hollering at a female, I always tell dudes, when you're you putting your macking out there, use your macking logically. When you step in a joint, you're casing out all the breezies. Now, what's my objective as a player? We're chopping up some game tonight. When you walk into a club or a social venue, as a player, what's your game? What's your goal? Now let's use a couple of examples. Let's use 2 examples. Let's say you're a dude. You're going into a social situation. Let's chop up some game here. And your objective is to find somebody to potentially wife up. Got it? So now, number 1, the first thing, you're going to have to check the kind of social venue you're going to. Now, number 1, the venue you're going to, is it worthy, or are they known for having wife material? If you're going to a hole in the wall twerk joint somewhere down in Valdosta, Georgia, you might not find wifey material in there. So the venue you choose, number one, has to be conducive to your objective. That's number one. So now when you walk into a venue that will most likely have somebody who's going to meet your objective, now you're looking at the participants. Look at the women that's there. Now, let's say you see 4 or 5 women standing there who are potentials. They might even look similar. Now, and I'm just using Valdosta as a because I know some ratchets out there in Valdosta. When I lived in Atlanta, I met a lot of ratchets, and a lot of ratchets just happen to come from Valdosta. I don't know what it is. I'm not saying all of Valdosta is ratchet, but a lot of ratchets are goddamn in Valdosta. And the Valdosta ratchets aren't even ashamed to be ratchet. And sometimes you got some educated ratchets. I remember when I lived in Atlanta I only lived there a couple of years in the 90s. There was a chick who was living in Atlanta, but I think she was from Valdosta. A nice looking chick, just a little smash piece I had on the side. Nothing, wasn't no relationship, because Atlanta was the hookup spot. You meet somebody, you smash, and everything was cool. No relationship. You didn't need one. They wanted to smash, you wanted to smash, a little smash piece. And the women down there are bold about being ratchets. I'm kind of casually smashing old girl, and she was like, this chick, and again, this was a chick that I would just kind of see every blue moon, we'll hook up, bam. This chick asked me one time, she's like, hey, Tariq, you want to do a threesome? I'm like, yeah, I wouldn't be opposed to that. She's like, yeah, I kind of want to do a threesome with you. I'm like, ooh. And she was like, do you have any guy friends that can come over here with you? I'm like, wait, you want me to go? What? Hold on, that's not the, what? That's not, I'm thinking, you about to bring a chick up in here. She want me to bring another nigga. It's like, you got some homeboys, so y'all can come run a train on me? What? No. Then I got square on her ass. I'm like, you know what? You need to go to church. I start squaring up on her ass. What the fuck kind of shit are you asking me? That ain't no fucking train I want to be in. Fuck is you asking me some shit like that for? And she said it just real casual, cool, no shame at all. I'm like, bitch, I'm gonna pray for you. I started to scold her ass. It was cool when it was a woman. Now you want 2 dicks? I'm like, you had a fucked up upbringing, didn't you? I started to judge her. I became judgmental on her ass. Your mom and daddy probably weren't shit. Kind of, damn, that ain't the kind of threesome I want. How am I going to ask a nigga for a damn how the fuck am I going to ask some niggas to join me in a threesome? She wanted me to get the nigga. Like, goddamn. I was highly offended by that. About to go ask no nigga to join me in a train? You know what I look like? But women like that, they were like that down there, dude. They were like that. They were wide open down there like that. But, like I said, and I'm trying to give an example of what I was saying. If you meet somebody, let's say you meet somebody, or you go to a social place, you see different women, you got to look and see which one of them are going to have the right energy, the right look, the right vibe, and the right conversation that's going to meet your objective, which is to wipe somebody up. So if one of them is talking straight and you got to interview people, you got to chop it up with them and see what their background is. Now, if you're talking to somebody and she has a good career. She's like, yeah, I work here. I got a little square job. You know, I ain't got no kids. You know, I just moved out, just graduated. You know, I'm just out here at this little event because my friend brought me. Okay, that's something that you can put in the runner-up category. Now, if you meet another chick, she's cute, but she got the weed, burnt lips. You know, she got like a lace front on one side, some dookie braids on this side, and it's flipped and feathered in the front, and she got like 2 kids by 2 different dudes, and she does hair at her grandma's house to make money. You probably don't want to wipe that up. That's not good material. So it's all about looking into the background. You got to become a detective. You got to talk to them and chop it up and really look in their background and see what works. Because a lot of dudes will go for the weekend hairdresser at her grandma's house chick and then try to find a way to wipe that up. You dig? You'll overlook the chick who got everything going. The chick with all the sense in the world. A nigga will just overlook her and then go to the hood rat, lace front, burnt lips, 3 baby daddy chick and then be somewhere shopping for wedding dresses with her ass. And then when you find out she done stole all your money, niggas, man, these hoes ain't loyal. You at the club with a bottle. These hoes ain't loyal. These hoes ain't loyal. Niggas, shut up. Stop. Yeah, when niggas get with peaches from Buckhead, from Bankhead rather, not Buckhead, I get Bankhead to Buckhead. Nigga, no. No. That's the thing, niggas. You say you want one thing and then date the total opposite. Niggas be gambling. Niggas kill me with that shit. Niggas say, man, I'm just looking for a good, clean wife. And then you date Gigi from Camilton Road, some chick you done met off a hood club on Camilton Road in Atlanta. You meet some chick who was twerking in the backseat of a convertible when you met her. And now you want to try to put the cape on and take the hoe boots off of her. And then get frustrated when you find out that she's out there bobbing on dicks behind your back. If I'm with somebody who you know you're not going to marry, should I charge her? Yeah, if you're not going to marry him, you shouldn't be in a relationship with him. That's my thing. If you're in a relationship with somebody that you really know you ain't going to marry, you need to wean yourself off that. You need to wean yourself off that. Most of my relationships before my wife, I never dated nobody more than a year. My whole life, I've never dated nobody more than a year. Before my wife, I've been with my wife for 9 years. But before my wife, I've never dated nobody for more than a year. A year at the most. That was it. Because if I know that we ain't about to build nothing, I ain't about to waste my time or yours. If I know that we ain't really about to build nothing, you might be cool, we have good sex, we might be compatible in other areas, but if I know that this just ain't gonna pop, there's something ain't clicking here, there's something about your ways that I know I'm not gonna be cool with for the rest of my life, I'm good. I'm gonna have to charge you to the game at one point. What's up, JB? You been with your lady for 12? That's what's up. What's up, Beachbody? You been with her for 5 years, didn't see married? Yeah, I feel you. Okay. Is this moist, asthmatic little nigga? Hey, man, you're the dude who called up playing before, right?
Oh, no. Tariq, I wouldn't. Listen, I want to ask you a question.
But why'd you hang up the phone, though? Why did you hang up the phone, man?
I had to go downstairs real quick. Something was in the microwave. My bad. Sorry about that.
What was in the microwave? What was in the microwave? Some KY jelly you was trying to warm up? What was in the microwave?
That's very funny, Tariq. Very funny.
Exactly. Now, what you got to say? You bullshitting, but what you got to say?
Yeah, wow, Tariq. That was very rude. Listen, can I ask you a couple questions?
Turn your radio down, man. Turn your computer down so I can hear you, man.
All right, sorry about that. All right, Tariq. How do you feel about Floyd Mayweather?
Get out of here, you damn nigga!
That's how I feel, nigga. All right. Let me see who else we got. That nigga's warming up a condom in the microwave so his nuts will be hot for his man boo. Bitch ass. What's up? Who's calling?
Hey, this is Devontae.
Devontae, what's up? Where you calling from, man? You're in the chat room, right?
Not at the moment.
Haven't you called before? Your name sounds familiar.
I think this might be like my second time calling.
Where you live?
You said what?
Where do you live, Devontae?
New Orleans.
Okay. What's on your mind, Devontae?
Hey, man, I need some advice. So, like, I'm trying to get back like into the dating game, but like, I'm having some problems with like black women. You know,
Okay.
I'm getting cooperation from other races, but black women aren't really giving me cooperation.
Okay. Now, you're in New Orleans, right?
Yeah.
Now, what other races of women are giving you cooperation?
Mostly just white women.
Okay. Now, let's be honest. Now, how old are you, by the way, Devontae? How old are you?
I'm 21.
21. Okay. And where do you meet these white women who give you cooperation? Where do you normally meet them?
I'm mostly at different social gatherings, you know, like casinos, clubs, stuff like that. But I don't really have like my game all the way up. So I just bought the book, The Art of Macking, or one of your books I bought.
Wait, Devontae, you're that fixed income dude, aren't you?
Yeah.
Nigga, you called several times with the same bullshit. I knew your name sounded familiar, nigga. I knew your name. Nigga, you ain't macking on shit. Ain't no white women choosing up on you. Every year you call up talking about you on a fixed income. It's always some bullshit with you, dude. What's going on with you for real? And every time you call from you say you're in a different city.
Well, I mean, I'm actually in New Orleans at the moment. I'm just visiting.
You're just visiting. Where were you before?
Well, I'm actually born in New Orleans.
Nigga, you from about 5 or 6 different cities, dude.
Man, this is actually a serious question.
It's not a serious question. And the reason why you're having women problems because you play, you trolling, and you play and you moist. That's your problem. So you're not having women problems. Let's tell the truth, nigga. You're having man problems, dude. You trying to find you a nice, strong man, nigga. Just say it, Devontae. You need a strong man in your life. Ain't that what you want?
No, man.
You want a nigga with big shoulders and a goatee that you can rub against your damn stomach when nights are cold, you bitch ass nigga. Now get off my goddamn phone, asshole. Yeah, thank you. The chat room was telling you. I knew that nigga sounded familiar. Thanks to everybody in the chat room. I knew that bitch nigga sounded familiar. That's why I'm like, haven't you called before? Yeah, maybe one time before. That nigga calls all the time with some stupid shit. Little thin-chested ass nigga. I know he's a pathological liar. This dude, man. Good grief. Let's see who we got on the phone. Hey, what's up? Who's calling?
Yeah, this is Lucas. Trying to talk game.
Hey, how you doing, man?
I'm doing good, man. I'm doing really good. Nice to talk to you again.
Good. What's up? You're in Seattle, right?
Yeah, I'm in Seattle. That's correct, sir.
Man, what's going on up there in Seattle right now?
Oh, it's terrible right now, man. It's raining. Yeah. I'm stuck with kids at home, and it's boring as hell.
Damn.
But
yeah. How many kids you got?
Huh? Other than that, it's doing good.
How many kids you got?
I got 2.
Okay. By white woman, Asian woman, what?
Asian.
There you go. I knew it. I knew it. Y'all brothers be up there campaigning for them Asian women, boy. Them Filipinos.
It's always been a little bit of my specialty, but the older I get, I actually, the more I stop judging. I think that comes with age. But when I was younger, I really had a thing for Asians, and I was always with other white chicks usually. But then I started getting successful with them. But the reason I wanted to talk was because it's very interesting. Each kind of race is very, very different in the way you approach. Right. And I think that depends on the race that you are. Like, for example, if you're black, the way you approach different women is different than a white guy approaching different women.
Right.
And for example, like Asian women, like a lot of, especially like Japanese, Koreans, they actually do like black guys. but a lot of times the stereotype is we get kind of scared of them a little bit because, for example, with white guys, they get shot down all the time by black women because white guys are kind of more in that Asian style, which is like, very indirect, kind of pussyish, for lack of a better word.
Yeah.
And, like black women really like kind of boldness. And so I just think have you had that same experience? Like, what has your experience been with when it comes to different races in Mackin?
I did a whole series. If you guys go to maclessons.com, I got a whole thing called Interracial Mackin that talks about the different techniques of talking to different races of women depending on your race. And with black males, sometimes there are advantages and disadvantages. Just like with white males, there are advantages and disadvantages. Like, for example, some people think that it's difficult for a white guy to talk to a black female, but there's a lot of black females out here. There's a lot of black females out here who's on that Olivia Pope shit, so they would love a white dude. They don't give a fuck how corny he is. Just as long as he's white, he'll get a lot of play that way. And especially with Asians. A white dude show up around some Asian women, and the Asian women are just damn drop down on their fucking feet just because he's white. So just because of the perception of a person being able to have access to resources, that's good enough for them.
Sure,
with black dudes,
Asian women are very value based. That's true. They are very value based.
And also,
that's the culture. Yeah, go ahead.
And their parents in Asian culture, they tell them to go get a white dude. They let them know, hey, go get you a damn white man. We don't even want you to get an Asian. Go find you a fucking white man so he can send us some money over here, get us up out of this village. And also, the Asian family will tell them specifically their Asian children to not get with black men. So
sure, it's sad.
Yeah. So you have some Asian girls who will still buck the stereotype because if they do give it a black person, it's usually a black person who's successful. So there's a whole dynamic. And again, I did a whole show. Well, not just a whole show. I did a whole series about that. And I tell people to go check out that series. Now people in the room are like, is he black, white? Tell people what you are, man.
I'm sorry, you hear that? What's that?
Yeah, people in the room are like, is this guy black, white? What are you?
No, I'm white. Yeah, no, I'm totally white. We had political beef a long time ago, but I don't want to forget that. But I used to be your student. I read your book like in the early 2000s. I mean, when I was really trying to change, because I used to be the heartbroken dude back in the. I mean, I was pathetic.
Yeah.
And then I finally said, "Fuck it, I'm sick of this. There's got to be a better way." And fortunately, men can change because women are emotional. Men are visual. You can't change a man's opinion about a woman if she's, gnarly. But men have that ability to present this, that they can be the alpha male. They can at least present that. And so you're like the second book I ever read on game. So that's why I've always had trust you on that. Go ahead.
Oh yeah. No doubt. So yeah. So the racial dynamic is always there because look, we're in a system of white supremacy. So in the system of white supremacy, that mandates that white is always on top. So white is valued just off rip. So
I won't argue with that actually, not at all. I do have that benefit here. But you know what sucks though? Indians are like I've always had a thing for Indians because they're so unattainable, but they're kryptonite. Their parents don't like white guys. They are the most racist families I've ever seen. You may get pussy, but you can never even have them as a boyfriend as long as they're even halfway traditional. And that drives me so crazy. I've always wanted Indian women.
East Indian? You mean like East Indian?
East Indian, exactly.
Okay.
Like not feather.
Right. Some of them are. Some of their families, they don't mind them getting with white dudes. They don't mind. But a lot of times they have like those arranged situations where they want another East Indian husband for the daughter, that type of thing.
Right, yeah.
You understand?
Yep.
But I've seen a lot of the East Indian girls, their parents don't mind them getting a white dude. But I feel where you're coming from on that. A lot of them do have those arranged situations where it's like two East Indian families are trying to mesh together, that type of thing.
Yeah.
All right, man. But hey, man, thank you for the call.
Hey, can I give you one last thing real quick? This is actually the main thing. Sorry, now I'll get off the phone after this. I'm really curious. Now, it was a philosophy that you're talking, and I think this is the biggest, and I just want to hear your thoughts. The biggest thing, though, that I wanted to say, though, that I've noticed, this problem with men, is their paradigm. I think that men are so afraid of facing the fact that they need to change. I think they what they do is they present a false image of the, quote, perfect one, and that gives them shield for why they keep getting rejected, why they keep getting hurt, why they keep being, not being men. And women, I'm sorry, the movies, all the, feminist bullcrap, it's bullcrap. They're biological creatures, and they need an alpha male because when we were cavemen, a woman gets pregnant once, 9 months, and she's now, vulnerable. So she prefers the leader because he has resources, he has allies to protect that child. And so you can't men shouldn't take things personally when it comes to women. You just got to be an alpha male. End of story.
Absolutely.
I just want to get your thoughts on that.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I tell guys all the time when it comes to dating women, if you're the kind of person who has access to resources, that will give you a leg up. And I really try to push that message to brothers because black people, we've been denied systematic resources for so long. A lot of us just try to depend on straight game. But I tell brothers, if you try your best to get as much access to resources as possible, that's going to give you a leg up and a level of equilibrium, and that's going to strengthen your game. And that's with any guy, by the way. And women can sense that. They can sense that a guy has something that he can provide for the woman, and that's going to make them cooperate off jump. So there you go. But thank you for the call, my friend.
Thank you.
All right.
Thanks.
Yes, that's the white guy. Somebody said I debated him before. I kind of sort of remember. I've debated so many women. It's, yeah, I've debated so many people here. Okay, we're deep in here tonight. Shout out to the Buy Black shirt. I wish the people were in the chat room so they can let me know the website where they can where people can get this shirt or these shirts. They got a whole bunch of them, and I wish they were in the chat room to let me know where I can tell y'all to get them. The number is 818-850-5404. Yeah, I probably debated with him, and I just forgot because I've debated with so many people. Dave the Cuban, that's funny. What's up? Who's calling?
Yo, what's good, Flex?
What's up?
How you doing, man?
Who is this?
Yo, this is Lo.
Well,
I don't know if you remember, but you co-maxed for me a while back.
Oh, okay. What happened with the situation when I called? What city are you in?
I'm in Kansas City.
And I'm trying to remember because I've called back for a few dudes. When I called the chick when you called the chick or whatever, what was our conversation? What did I say to the girl, and what was the end of the call? What happened?
We had basically set up a time to hang out. And
where did you meet? I'm trying to remember. Where did you meet her?
At a club.
I think I kind of remember that. And I called her and I said that we were supposed to hook up. And so what happened with you and the girl? What happened?
Well, to be honest with you, it didn't go down. And but I did learn a lot from that.
Okay.
And from then on, I've been, getting my map on with these chicks. And I'm with a chick right now that I wanted to talk to you about.
Okay. Now, hold on. Before we go there, now wait low, because I want to know, because I want to talk about the new chick, but we got to take our time with this, because that was a classic episode. We got to take our time, Lo. So, now, I set it up with you and the girl, because when I called pretending to be you, she was wide open. All right?
Yeah, she was real cooperative.
Yeah. So, what happened after that? Did y'all ever hook up physically?
Nah, we just didn't hook up physically because I had meant to call you back, but I accidentally called her, and by me being in shock from how I just accidentally called her, I guess I don't know. I think maybe that has something to do with it.
So you called her. And what did you say to her?
I said, "Hey, I'm gonna call you back." Right after she got through talking with you. So she probably noticed something different about my voice. And ever since then, she just been, just dodging me.
Oh, man.
But I mean, I wasn't, blowing her stuff up or anything.
So you fucked it up right after I set it up. You fucked it up right after I set you up like that, dude.
Yeah.
For those who don't remember, some of y'all might not have caught this. This dude, sometimes I would do some co-macking for dudes, and I don't do it that much, but they would give me a number to a girl they met. Then I would call the girl pretending to be them and kind of set up some game for them. So I talked to this chick and she was wide open. You know, she was down to hook up in the whole shebang. I told her, look, we're going to hook up on this day. She's like, okay, cool. All he had to do was just get with her. That's all this nigga had to do. And this nigga fucked it up. Dude. Man, you could have just texted.
That mistake is just a stepping stone towards, all the success I've had afterwards.
Okay. So you never hooked up with old girl. So how'd you meet up with the new chick? How'd you meet the new young lady?
All right, I met her at my college, and she's Haitian.
Okay.
Yeah, like I talked to her. I said, "Hey, what's your name?" and all that, and like she told me her name, and
okay.
I asked where she's from because I noticed she had an accent. She told me the Caribbean.
Okay, so she's from Haiti.
Yeah.
Okay, now how long has she been here?
She's been here 2 years.
2 years, okay. So you get her number, she got yours. What happened?
We immediately set something up. We hung out.
Okay.
And, like I took her to Applebee's. She was like having a problem with the food and everything.
Dog, man, I hope your phone ain't fucking up now. Hello? God damn. This one of these niggas, his phone is fucked up now. This is one of these niggas just, you see niggas like this who never had their shit together? Then my man phone start fucking up. Call back, Lo. I want Lo to call back because I want to know what happened. Okay, whoa. Okay, I'm back. Okay, hold on. Refresh your pages. All right, refresh your pages. I want Lo to call back. All right, hold on. Let me get y'all to refresh your pages. All right, there we go. We back. I don't know. The server's acting funny. My kids are probably upstairs messing with the internet connection, especially Sears little old thick self, my little big boy. Because Sear, he has a thing. You know how kids, he always fucks with the cable box. That's just his thing. He got a mountain of toys over here. He wants to go bite in the cable box. I want Lo to call back. I really want Lo to call back up. Lo, I want you to call back. I really want Lo to call back up. Yeah, Camberley, you can call from overseas. I want Lo to come. Lo, where you at, man? I know that's my thing. Lo, y'all got to be quick with your mouthpiece, man. My man Lo is too slow with the game. I'm trying to answer the phone, and this nigga keep calling. Hello?
I really want Lo to call back.
Hello? It's that coon troll keeps calling up with the thin chest. I'm trying to answer this call. I'm thinking it's Lo. Hello?
Yeah, what up?
Okay, there you go, Lo. What's up? I was waiting on you to call back. What happened to your phone, Lo?
Hello, can you hear me?
I can hear you, Lo. Turn your radio down. What happened with your phone?
Nothing. I guess the show like shut off or something like that.
Okay. So we're back. Okay, so Lo. Mm-hmm. So you met the girl. Y'all went to Applebee's. She didn't like the food, and what happened?
Well, she was like ordering ice cream and stuff, and I'm just like, I'm thinking like, okay, like, how about we go to a Haitian restaurant? So
good move. That's a good move. Okay, so did y'all do that?
Yeah. I drove us down to the Haitian restaurant. Then after that, we ate and we talked and everything. Then after that, I took her to another spot, took it to a museum. So we really, chopping it up. She's telling me about Haiti and everything.
Okay.
And from me watching Hidden Colors, like I actually was able to let her know a little bit of the knowledge I had about Haiti as well.
Good game. I like that. So what were you dropping about Haiti? What were you dropping?
Like about the wars out in like Napoleon and everything, like us. I mean, no, like Haiti becoming independent.
Right? Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Okay, so y'all went to the museum. Y'all were chopping it up. Was she feeling your energy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, she was really feeling my vibe and everything, and I was actually like really surprised by that because it didn't seem like at first it was like going that well.
Right.
Yeah,
but it was going well.
Yeah, it was going well. It was going well.
Okay. So then what happened after the museum?
Well, I took her home.
Okay.
And the next day, we hung out again.
Okay.
Found out some more stuff about her. I took her to the park the next day.
Okay. So what y'all do at the park?
But she hit me up saying, "Hey, I had a really good time. I want to hang out again."
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
So y'all went to the park. And now, how long ago was all this? When did all this happen?
Yeah, see, that's the thing. This happened like a month ago.
Okay, so you went out once, and then you went out the next day. Y'all went to the park, and then did you see her again?
Yeah. We hanging out. We still hanging out today, but I still haven't hit it yet.
Oh, okay. So how often do y'all hang out?
Once or twice a week or 2 weeks, sometimes 2 weeks, Yeah.
Okay, so once or twice a week. So y'all just kind of got a little casual thing going on, but you haven't smashed yet.
Yeah, and what it is she's a virgin.
Oh, okay. How old is she?
She's 19.
19. Okay. How old are you, Lo?
I'm 23.
Oh, okay. Now what's she look like? Is she a cute chick? How's she look?
Oh man, yeah, she's really beautiful. She got brown eyes, short hair.
Okay.
When she wanted to be short, she'd be like putting weave in her hair and stuff like that. But other than that, she be wearing a nice little fro. That's what she mainly rock.
Okay.
She got real nice shape too.
Yeah, a lot of Haitian girls they got nice little frames on them. Now with this girl, now have you kissed her yet?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, all the time.
Like what kind of kiss? I mean, like a peck on the cheek, or you getting some tongue action? What y'all doing?
Like making out.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah, I was trying to watch the Barbershop 3, and we was in there tonguing it up. You feel me?
Okay, I like that. So, I'm assuming she lives with her parents, and you live with yours too, right?
Yeah, I live with my parents, but her parents are still in Haiti. She stay with her auntie.
Oh, okay. Well, that's what she lives with a bunch of people. So if she's Haitian, there's a bunch of people in that damn house. How many people stay with her?
Her cousin and her uncle's in town right now.
Yeah.
But it's really just her auntie and her cousin. Yeah.
Okay. So, now when y'all go on these dates, are y'all taking the bus or the subway? Because it sounds like you might not have a car, Lo. You rolling a vehicle? What's your deal?
Yeah, I got a car.
Oh, okay. Now this is the deal. Now, do you got a little income coming in, Lo?
Yeah.
Okay, what you need to do, go out on the weekend. Y'all need to have a real fly weekend. Y'all need to get a room. You need to get a room. You dig? Because you haven't even tried to smash, have you?
Yeah, I've tried to smash in the back of my car.
No. See, y'all too old for that shit. No. That's the thing. And when you try to smash in the back of a car, this woman's a virgin. She don't want to lose her virginity in the back of a fucking 97 Hyundai, nigga. Because I know you sitting on some bullshit. Let's be real. Let's be real, nigga.
Hey, it's a Toyota Corolla.
You dipping on some bullshit. I know you rolling some bullshit down the slab and some raggedy shit. Let's be real. But we got to start somewhere. But what you do, because this is a special moment for this young lady. Now, are you a virgin, Lo? Let's be real. You a virgin?
No, I'm not. I've had my share of women.
Okay.
They in the single digits.
Okay. But single digits like what? 1?
Nah.
How many? 5. Okay. All right. So now you got, you're trying to smash in your Ford Focus. See, you got to ball out a little bit. You got to show a little class about your game. So this is what I want you. You got to make it a special thing. Because, see, the first time a woman gets down, that's some shit she's going to remember for the rest of her life, my dude. So the whole day has to kind of have a specialness to it. So what you're going to have to do, man, y'all going to have a day that's real fly. Go to splurge a little bit, not too much. Go to a nice restaurant, not Applebee's. Put on you some slacks. Get kind of suited and booted. Brush your teeth and use mouthwash. Get your breath and all that smelling fly. Get your groom up and tuned. Get tuned up. Get your fresh manicure, pedicure. Get everything real fly about yourself. Take her somewhere nice. Not Applebee's. Take her somewhere real fly. Go on a real cool date. Get a nice hotel. Not a motel, nigga. Get you a nice hotel room and y'all just go chill. And make sure it's nice. Women like to be up in some nice shit. Go on a nice date, go back to the hotel and just get y'all chill on and just let it happen. She'll be down to do. You dig? Now I know you stay in Kansas City, so it might not be too much fancy shit there. So if Applebee's is something that you think is fly, take her ass to Olive Garden or something like that. That might be a step up. You dig? But get you a nice little room at the Marriott, the Hilton, something fly. Don't get a room at the Ramada, Motel 6, the Super 8, none of that shit. Get you a nice cool room. Y'all chill. Almost make it a whole shit where y'all spend the night if y'all can. Cause does she have a curfew?
Yeah, at 11 o'clock.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Yeah.
So, okay, I feel that.
She keep telling me, like, you don't understand, like, my culture is different, like, in Haiti, I can't do the stuff you guys do in America. Like, she keeps saying that.
Okay. But now you're sure this chick is of age now,
Yeah, she's 19.
Okay, because she goes to college with you, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Get you a nice little hotel spot. You got to get it early because now you got to go to eat dinner early and get back at the spot. Try to get back at that motherfucker by 7 at the hotel. So now you got, 8, 9, 10. So you got 3 hours to kind of, make it pop off before you have to take her back to the spot. And also make sure that this chick ain't trying to get a green card out your ass. You dig? Because is she a citizen?
Right.
Is she trying to get a citizenship? What's the deal?
Yeah, she is a citizen.
Oh, she is a citizen. Okay. So she already got a green card?
Well, I'm going to be honest, I don't know that. I'm going to actually investigate that. I mean, I figured she would be. Ask
her what the deal is. Because you got to understand, some of these chicks be trying to find them a nice simp to get their little green card on. I'm not trying to say that, I'm trying to, y'all shit might be real now. Let's be clear. It might be real.
Yeah.
But,
okay.
Dangle that over her head. Look, if you want that green card, I'm going to have to get a little dip of that thing. But I'm thinking she's cool in the game. It sounds like she's cool in the game. But make the shit a little more romantic. Don't try to smash in your car. Don't seem like a cheap, dusty nigga. That's what cheap, dusty niggas do. You got to step it up a little bit better than that. All right? And let me know how that work out. I want you to try to hook up something for next weekend, as a matter of fact. All right?
Okay.
When do you talk to her again?
I mean, well, we texting right now. That's another thing. Like, she's always wanting to, like, text. And I noticed you. I remember you saying you don't like doing that. You
No, but
like,
sometimes if it's convenient, it is what it is. If it's convenient, it is what it is. Now she's not talking to other dudes, is she? Did you make sure she's not talking to other dudes?
Yeah, I made sure of that.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I want you to text her tonight and say, look, next weekend I feel like doing something special. This is what I want you to say to her in the text message. I want you to text her that right now. Next weekend, I want us to do something real special. Just say that. And you got to build that shit up. Build it up. Build it up throughout the week. We're going to do something special. I want you to dress nice. Let her know you want her to wear her fly shit. Just keep building it up throughout the week and let her know you're going to do something special. Next Saturday, y'all going to have a special date night. Play it up. Make it real fly. And do all the things I told you. Get the nice restaurant popping. Get the nice little hotel. It's not going to be too much because I know you probably don't make a lot of little money. Where you work at, Lo?
I work at an elementary school.
Okay, what the fuck do you do at an elementary school, nigga?
I'm a before and after school teacher.
Okay. What the hell you teach?
I don't teach anything like subject wise, but like I do like physical like workout activities with the kids.
Okay,
and help them with their homework.
Got it. Like a tutor to a certain degree. Got it. Okay, so you make enough money to get your little room, hotel room. What? About $50-$60 might be a little. It might be around 89, but you can splurge like $89 for a hotel room, right?
Oh man, I already looked into it. It's like in the hundreds, but that's nothing. That's $100, a little over $100.
Okay.
I looked up some nice because I want to do that. You know, that time we was in the car, I was, we was just in the spirit of the moment.
And what she say when you had your finger all up in her little thing? She was like, "Oh no," it. She looked back at your Toyota Corolla seats and saw the she looked at them car seats and said, "You know what? A bitch can do a little better than this." You did. She saw the soda cans in the back seat of the fucking car and the weed rolling papers all in the ashtray. She said, "You know what? Maybe I can do a little better than this." You dig?
Yeah.
All right,
pretty much.
All right, but handle that. Do that for this weekend. This coming weekend, make that happen, my dude. And I want to know the results. And be real smooth. Again, get yourself fly. Get you fly. Get groomed up, shaved up, dressed fly. Go to a nice spot. Go to the hotel, and y'all gonna have a great night. And let me know how everything went. All right. And also, email me. I want to see what she looks like. Email me a picture of this girl. Let me see if she's worth doing all this shit. You did, because you sent a picture and this girl looked like a damn an aardvark. And I'm like, if you don't take this girl down to the damn Super 8 and do what it do. But email me. Let me see what she look like.
She's fly, man. I'm telling you, bro.
I'm gonna see your taste.
I'm telling you.
Email me the picture. I want to see your taste. All right, Lo?
All right, okay.
All right, man. Thanks, fam. All right, that's Lo. Mr. Lo from Kansas City. Now, I helped Lo. I put some game in for Lo. Lo messed it up. So, yeah, that's a good thing. We should see what Lo looks like. I don't know what Lo looks like. But I set it up for Lo with the first chick. I talked to her for Lo, and she was open. She was ready to get it in. And all Lo had to do was just invite that chick over. But see, my man Lo don't have his own spot. See, that's the thing. See, that's why, fellas, if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready. That's why you got to get up out mama's house. You got to get up out mommy and daddy's house. So now, shit'll be much easier. But my man's learning. So, he's learning. He makes mistakes and he's learning. And he's doing good so far. So I'm rooting for Lo. I'm rooting for my dude Lo. Why is this dude, man? This nigga keeps that troll keeps calling. All right, man. Anyway, let me get up here. I gotta, I gotta start getting dressed not dressed, but I gotta start getting my luggage packed for Las Vegas. You know, I got to get my luggage packed and getting everything together. And dude, why do you keep calling the phone, brother? You just keep calling over and over, man.
All right, can I talk to you now, Tariq?
Dude, you keep playing on the phone. Why do you keep calling over and over again, playing on the phone? And I'm trying to answer other calls, but your calls keep popping up, and I can't answer other calls. So what's going on with you, man? Okay, he hung up again. So this nigga's just gonna keep playing on the phone. We got somebody in Colorado. What's up? Who's calling?
Hello?
Yo, what's up? Who's calling?
Hey, Tariq. This is my first time calling. My name is Joe from Colorado.
What's up, Joe from Colorado? What's on your mind?
Hey, man. First off, I want to say I'm a big fan of yours. I'm going to go see Hidden Colors. I'm probably one of the few people in Colorado here. But I was wondering, like, what do you think about, like, white flight? Have you heard of that term?
Of course I heard of white flight. What about it?
Like, because I've just been noticing I'm a gym rat. I go to the gym a lot. And I'm one of the few black people in the gym. But when I go there, it seems like everyone leaves. Like, all the white people just leave. You think I'm just bugging out, or is that like an actual thing? Like
you might be kind of bugging out a little bit. I can understand you going there and you're the only black person there. I don't think they leave because you got to turn that down. Turn the computer down, man.
Have you heard of that term?
Bro, turn your computer down. There you go.
All right, there we go.
Yeah, I don't think they're leaving though because of you. Because that's one thing. The white supremacists, they're not gonna let nobody come into their spot and make them leave. So they might just be leaving just to be leaving. You know, they're already going to leave or whatever. But they don't let nobody run them out of their spot like that. Especially one black person. Now, if it becomes a whole bunch of black people, that's when we get the white flight thing popping. But I noticed that too. A lot of times when I go places, me and my family, we're the only black people there. That's unfortunate because what's happening, they're creating an apartheid state over here. And I've been telling people about this for years. Same thing in South Africa. You go to South Africa, black people are funneled and locked into these concentration camps called townships, and the people classified as white, they get to enjoy all the labors of the rest of the cities. Black people are held into an economic prison. So the white supremacists, they will tell you, yeah, you can go anywhere you want to go, but they control the access to resources. So black folks, in collective numbers, we're denied and deprived the resources to access all of these places. So even though they say, hey, you can go where you want to go, you can't go to all of these places because you don't have the resources. So that's the new trick that they're running on black folks. So a lot of times when we go places, we're the only black people there. That happens a lot with us. And this is why it's important for us to start looking into businesses, owning something, and being on this, we're just going to work forever and the white job gods are going to look out for us. No, they're circling their wagons and they're creating an apartheid state for black folks. And we got to be serious about that shit. You feel me?
Okay, got it.
Thanks for the call, man.
Thanks, Rick.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yeah, this thing is serious, man. Yes, indeed. The dude who keeps trolling, let's call him. That guy who keeps trolling, calling, fucking around on the phone. We're going to call him right now. The guy who keeps...
Hello?
He hung up. Let me call him one more time. One more time. Oh, wait. Before I call, hold on. Wait, before I call, hold on. And don't forget, man, y'all get tickets. Y'all get tickets to join me at on my lecture tour. Y'all get tickets to join me, not my lecture tour, but my lecture in Charleston. That's at TariqLive.com. TariqLive.com. Y'all get tickets to join me. Okay, let's call this asshole one more time. All right, let's call him.
Hello? Okay, let's call him. Shit, yeah. One more time. I don't remember asking you a goddamn thing.
Now he keep hanging up. Don't hang up now, nigga. Don't hang up now, nigga. Calling him again.
Okay, I'm gonna need you to quit playing on my phone, all right?
Fuck you.
I'm gonna need you to quit playing on my phone.
Motherfucker. Shut the fuck up!
Oh. There you go. See how everybody plays on each other's phone? See how that worked? Because he's literally been calling all night. Y'all know that he's been calling all night playing on a damn phone. He's literally been calling all night. Stupid ass. All right, let me go upstairs with my fam. All right, y'all, don't forget, man, go to follow me on Instagram at Tariq Elite. Follow me on Twitter at Tariq Nasheed.